The two Diesels surveyed the shed. Vulgar noises greeted this. Next day, Henry was rolling home tinder first. He reached the signal box and stopped, whistling for a road. Opposite the box, on the up line, stood Diesel 199 with a train of oil tankers. 199 subsided at this dreadful threat, and Henry pulled the train out of the way. The Diesel didn't help. He just sulked. The Limited rushed by with a growl and a roar. The Diesel said nothing. He hoped 7101 hadn't noticed. 7101 hadn't noticed. He had troubles of his own. He was cross with his coaches. They seemed to be getting heavier. He roared at them, but it did no good. Engines have a pump called an ejector, which draws air out of the train's brake pipes to keep the brakes off. If it fails, air leaks in and the brakes come on, gently at first, then harder and harder. 7101's ejector had failed. The brakes were already coming on while he passed Henry. He struggled on for half a mile before being brought to a stand, growling furiously, unable to move a wheel. Henry puffed the sulky Diesel into motion and started the rescue. He gently buffered up to the express. While the two drivers talked, his fireman joined his front brake pipe to the coaches. So with 7101 growling in front and Henry gamely puffing in the middle, the long cavalcade set out for the next big station. Donald and Flying Scotsman were waiting. They cheered as Henry puffed past. He braked the coaches thankfully. Spamcan and the tankers trailed far behind. The passengers buzzed out like angry bees, but the fat controller told them about Henry, so they forgot to be cross and thanked Henry instead. They called him an enterprising engine and took his photograph. They were thrilled, too, when Flying Scotsman backed down on their train. If the guard hadn't tactfully shooed them to their coaches, the train would have started later than ever. Donald took the goods.